Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining today. I am here with one of my buddies, JJ, and we are working on a tutorial video series, and this is actually JJ's idea, and I'm super excited about it. The nice thing about having a community in Discord is you get lots of people that are really smart and have great ideas. and so JJ decided that it should be a good idea for us to actually role play and model some of the jobs that you guys would get on the SAE. That way you guys who are coming in new, you can kind of watch videos ahead of time to get a feel for some things, learn some technicals, some general operating procedures, but mostly too just you guys who are building your own railroads, you can kind of see how we do things without having to join our community if you don't want to, and you can take the ideas you like. So JJ's here on the chat. I'll let him introduce himself if he wants to and say a few things if he'd like. No pressure, and we'll get going from there.
Hello everybody, JJ. I work for RJ Corman, so real life engineer and conductor, so I figured I'd give these ideas out and let you guys see how it plays in your own railroads.
Like I said, a lot smarter than me. All right, just to show you guys where we are currently running an extremely heavy train. 6001 is heading west from Wesser, and when it gets to Nantahala, we're going to have to get it some help to get up the grade. This is the red marble grade right here on the west side of the route. It is a nasty 4.5 to 5%er. It's brutal. But fortunately, we've got two SD7s waiting for us over there. Show those off to you guys. We've got our trusty 1007, 1008. So once JJ gets over here, we're going to talk about our first video in the tutorial series, which is how to run the helpers up Nantahala. So we'll catch you guys over there when we get there, and we'll carry on and show you how it's done. All right, guys, we are back. This is Nantahala. I'm on the west end, and way off in the distance, you can just see JJ pulling up his train to get some water. So the thing about his train is it is extremely overweight today, and because of that, we're going to go ahead and get our helpers here in position. Normally we would put the helpers at the rear of the train. Today we're going to put them at the head of the train. So what I'm going to do as dispatcher, since I'm role playing that today, you can see on the control board here that he has already come to the control point for Nantahala on the east end. So I can still give myself access into Nantahala right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and give myself access to the main, and we're just going to back up to the station. That way he can come pull up to us. Okay, but you know, if this were you in the server and there were other people driving trains and you were interacting with the dispatcher, then what you'd want to do is you would want to ask for something that we call track and time. And if you ask the dispatcher for track and time, for example, I would say, hey dispatch, this is SAE 1007. I would like track and time on the west end of Nantahala, which west end means the left side here on the control board. Then the dispatcher would allow me to have that. And what track and time means is I can ignore signals and I can throw switches myself. So in Railroader, they have this feature where you can right click the switch and click unlock, and notice it drops the signal. But since I've been given track and time by the dispatcher, I can just ignore that signal. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my SD7s back. The thing that's nice about this is it allows you as a crew member in a local area, if you've got to do some switching or changing different parts of a control point that you need to go to, this allows you to go ahead and just do that yourself without constantly having to chat with the dispatcher, which allows the dispatcher, of course, to talk to other people, which, you know, it's kind of a nice, considerate thing to do. So even though, like I said, even though I didn't need track and time this time, I went ahead and got that permission. And technically in this scenario with JJ pulling up on the east end, dispatch would have given him track and time on the east end as well, and told him to proceed at, you know, restricted speed, knowing that I'm going to be in front of him here. So, but if I'm the helpers, my job is just to connect and help JJ get himself up the hill here. So as heavy as his train is today, that means we're probably going to be putting it in run 8 and just propping our feet up for a little while. So we'll see what happens. JJ, do you want to leave these guys at Topton, or do we want to take them all the way to Andrews?
I figure we just do it all the way to Andrews, like on the SAE.
All the way to Andrews, just like the SAE. Sounds good to me. I like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and park it right here. And go ahead and let dispatch know that we are releasing our tracking time on the west end of Nantahala so that dispatch knows that dispatch can control that area again. Notice here there is a light on. That means that we left a switch open. So go out here and throw that switch real quick. Now we go back to the control board. You can see that light is off. And so now dispatch can give us a signal. Now one more thing I wanted to show you. If you right click one of these control point switches and you unlock it on the dispatcher panel, that turns the light red. And now dispatch can't give lights. So you do have to actually lock the switch back, which matches the prototype. So good stuff. But this is a great introductory job. It lets you chat with the dispatcher. It lets you drive some trains. And you're working with another crew member nearby who can help you if you're a bit confused. So, and I do got these MU'd. So by clicking the MU and the cutout right here, this allows us to let the two locomotives work together. But we only have to control one of them, just like the real thing. That's a C-55, right?
That is correct, C-55.
Nice. Pretty locomotive. I think that's my thumbnail right there.
Alright, I am set center. You can couple up.
All right, coming back. All right, we are also set and centered. Okay. I guess we can leave the hoses disconnected between the two of us.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, you ready for some lights?
I'm ready.
All right. So, since I'm the head locomotive, I would be the one in this case to talk to dispatch. So we would ask dispatch for lights westbound out of Nantahala, and you can see that he's got them there for us. So we'll give the double horn blast to let our crew behind us know that we're getting ready to move. One horn there represents that he acknowledges, and off we go. All right, yeah, 2,647 tons. We'll see if we make it.
And also for everyone to know, on the SAE, we really do not run this heavy of a train. This is just as a show.
Yeah, fair. Typically, a C-55 would probably have no more than 17 or 1,600 tons with it at this point. But hey, it sure does make for a nice show, JJ. So we've got a listed track speed right here of 35. Looks like there's not any 30 zones until after Roto, so that's way after that we get to the top of the hill. Topton is the top of the hill, which, you know, seems like it makes sense, doesn't it?
I thought the railroad named it for a reason.
I know, imagine that. It's like when railroads name little towns or like, you know, signal shacks, they call them Summit. It's like, yeah, I think I know what that's about. But yeah, as far as running the helper roll, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, once you get here, this is it. You can run it manually if you've got just one that you need to run. If there's other trains that you need to get adjusted or settled, which is true on the SAE because we stack them up. you may actually want to put this in road, auto engineer road, for example, and let it run that way. But I mean, as you can see, the helpers are necessary, because even with the 2 helpers, we are still below 10 miles an hour. So job well done on making the train exceedingly heavy. In the early days of the SAE, we would, I'm sure JJ remembers those as well. We would get up here to Topton and cut the helpers off and bring them back down the hill. But
yep.
quickly realized that wasn't very efficient. Plus, traffic just increased a lot. Well, as far as the video goes, JJ, is there anything else you think we need to add?
Not that I can think of. This is the easiest job on the SAE, from what I understand.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, but like I said earlier, it's definitely easy, but it lets you talk to people. It lets you learn a bit about how we communicate. It lets you do some rail fanning when you get to see all the trains and you get to work with them. So it's a nice place to start. And, if you're working with a train that's run by the AE, then, you kind of actually get to drive the train yourself during that time, which is also kind of nice. So.
Absolutely.
Which, to be fair, a lot of our road trains are typically run by automatic engineers. So maybe if I ever get some time in my life and can host at different times, maybe that will change. Well, I've sure have enjoyed making this first tutorial video. Thank you again, JJ, for the idea. I know once you mentioned it, I instantly loved it because I thought it was great. So hopefully you guys also enjoy this, and we're going to make a separate series here on YouTube where we'll have these tutorial videos for the SAE, and you guys can use them however it will help you the most. But I think as far as official videography, I think this is where we bid adieu. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you out there next time.